Hi, book lovers. We're going to read another Little Critter story. Little Critter finds a doggy. Will his parents let him keep just one more pet? Just One More Pet by Mercer Mayer. One day I was walking home from my best friend's house. I heard a strange little noise in the bushes. I looked. It was a little doggy. He was very friendly. He didn't have a collar. He followed me home. What could I do? You have to take him back. We have too many pets, said Mum. He is lost and doesn't have a home, I pleaded. Mum let me tie him up in the backyard until Dad got home. Our kitty did not like him. She hissed. Our dog did not like him. He barked. The little doggy was scared. I gave him a bath. He liked that. I took him to my room so he would be comfortable. Little sister saw him. She said, "I'm going to tell." I had to give her $1 just to keep her quiet. Mom heard him bark. I had to take him back outside. He looked so sad. I kept him company. Little sister wouldn't give me my $1 back. Bummer. Dad came home and said, he can stay here until we find his owner. What if we can't find his owner? I asked. Can I keep him? Mom said, let's worry about that later. We made a bed in our garage, but the doggy barked. He was lonely. He was sad. I took my bath. I could hear the doggy cry. Dad read a bedtime story to me. We could hear the doggy whine. He was scared. I tried to sleep, but I could still hear the doggy. Finally, I fell asleep. The next morning, I went out to the garage to check on the doggy. Oh no! The doggy was gone. He had escaped through a crack in the garage door. I called and called, "Here, doggy! Here, doggy!" But no doggy. I asked my dog and kitty, "Do you know where the doggy is?" They were no help at all. I ran next door and asked, "Mrs. Rhino, have you seen a little doggy in your yard?" "No, I haven't, but somebody pulled all the clean sheets off the line." I ran over to Mr. Bovine's house. "Have you seen a little doggy in your yard?" I asked. "No, I haven't, but somebody dug up my garden." I saw Mr. E. LaFonte in his front yard. "Mr. LaFonte, have you seen a little doggy in your yard?" I asked. "No, I haven't, but somebody chewed up my hose." We looked everywhere. No doggy. I walked by the garage and heard a bark. I ran inside. The doggy was back, but he was a she, and she was a mama. She had 4 little puppies. I called everybody. Oops, we have more doggies. Just then a car drove up. Out stepped a little girl and her mum. "Have you seen a little lost dog?" the girl asked. The girl was so happy. "It is my dog," she said, "and I even have puppies, too." I was not happy. The girl asked, "Would you like to have a puppy after they get a little bigger?" I asked Mum and Dad if I could. Mum and Dad said, "Yes, just one more pet." Thank you so much for reading with me. I was so happy Little Critter got to keep one of the puppies. I can't wait to read with you again.